Here's today's newest news with me, Joseph Mickelson. Today's newest story is Marching for Rights. Features Martin Luther King, Big Six, Bill of Rights, and what led up to the march. Twice in American history, a march, each 20 years apart, was made to help bring light to African Americans' problems. And march was originally planned to actually attract only 100,000 people. And President Kennedy wasn't happy with this, but later it attracted 200,000, which made Kennedy much more satisfied and everyone else. Martin Luther King performed his I Had a Dream speech there. Also, Martin Luther King was part of the Big Six. The Big Six consisted of 6 people who were very active in civil rights and owned each an organization. The people in there were Martin Luther King, Jr. Roy Wilkins, James Farmer A., John Lewis, and Whitney Young. Martin Luther King was just one of them, not even the leader. The Big Six were the people who actually planned the entire march. And what led up to people doing the march? Well, here's what it was. One of the reasons for this is because when they're sprayed with fire hoses and attacked by dogs. And also, that's one of the main things that motivated them. And then, the guy who planned it was actually a communist, a gay, and didn't serve in World War II. So they had a list of reasons why not to have him plan the march. He was the planner of the march. One of the least likely candidates probably for it. Also, Douglas, a guy named Douglas.
Please excuse the interruption. This is your final opportunity to buy a yearbook for the year. Tomorrow is the deadline. And will the following students please come down to the office? Evan Provencher, Tyler Lane, Colleen Sir, Kai Greavy, Rachel Nault, Noah Provencher, Olivia Norquist, Maggie Reamer, Jackson Decker, and Mason Clennon. Thank you.
Sorry about that little interruption. Anyways, to continue on with this, Douglas, a guy named Douglas, wrote long letters about why they needed more toilets for the march. It was a big concern considering how many people were coming and they didn't know the exact numbers. And Douglas wrote in one of his letters, without enough toilets, bad things will inevitably happen, which will bring discredit on the march and its marchers. And now on to our next part, the final part, the bill. The Bill of Rights was the second Bill of Rights ever to be signed in history. It had 8 titles. Title 7 lacked strong reinforcement till later. And even now, there's still loopholes to get around it. It states that there cannot be discrimination when hiring someone for a job. Yes, there's a loophole around it by just saying you didn't like something about that, how they did it, but that still lacks strong reinforcement. And signing out with the news.